Do you like scary monsters? Do you like giant robots? Well, Michael Bay, eat your heart out. Pacific Rim gives you what Transformers couldn't. The CGI masterpiece spares no expense in their detailed fight scenes and above-average plot. Let's get into it. So an interdimensional portal opens up at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean in 2013. It lets loose these monsters called kaiju. In order to combat this threat, humanity has made these giant two-man robots called Jaegers. Now skip forward to 2020. Enter Raleigh and Yancey Beckett. At the start of this movie, these two pilots are on the hunt for a kaiju. During this conflict, Yancey is killed, sending Raleigh into a state of depression. Stacker Pentecost, played by Idris Elba, runs the Jaeger program and recruits Raleigh back into fighting. The middle of the movie is essentially a training arc where different pilots' personalities clash while they learn to work together. The movie wraps up with the three biggest kaiju they've ever seen coming through the portal. The Jaegers barely defeat the monsters as Pentecost self-destructs to keep the rest of the crew from dying. It was a sad moment. Raleigh sends a nuke through the portal and barely escapes with his life. So that's essentially the too long didn't read version of the film. Overall, when I first saw it in grade 12, I loved it instantly. And apparently I'm not the only one. The movie grossed over $400 million, making it Guillermo del Toro's most successful movie to date. Although the action scenes were phenomenal, I felt that the plot was a little bit lacking, but it's not something I'm complaining about. I rate this movie a solid 9 out of 10. The action scenes were phenomenal. The CGI for 2013 was beyond incredible. I felt the casting wasn't as good as it should have been. Some of the roles weren't played to the best of its ability, essentially. And overall, probably still one of my favorite movies.